Mac's last game, obviously. Just your thoughts, your emotions, maybe the emotions of the team and post-game with the coach.
Yeah, it's one of those things, man. I know for me personally, it sucks because I was Coach Brown's first recruiting class since he came back for a second time, and I truly appreciate him taking a shot on not only me but the rest of my classmates and the rest of the guys that got recruited by him as well. I know just personally, I'd be somewhere else if it wasn't for Coach Brown taking a shot on me. And he gave me an opportunity. Not a lot of power forward now, but a lot of power forward coaches didn't give me a shot of doing, and he took a shot with me. He's like, I don't care how tall you are, I don't care how small you are, we want you. And this is even though nights like this wasn't according to plan, and there was some other times during my past years where it didn't go as planned, but I wouldn't trade it for the world. And Coach Brown leaving, it sucks, but he's just been a tremendous guy for this program. I know there's sometimes records, we base a lot of our success off the records, we base a lot of our influence off records in certain games, certain moments and stuff like that, but the impact and the culture change that this man has done for this program, for this university, has been like y'all see it, you know what I'm saying? It's just like it's been a culture change, just family coming together. Doesn't matter win, lose, draw, alumni coming back, alumni giving back, people in the Rams Club giving back, alumni, same thing. And he has just changed this program around tremendously, brought a lot of recruits in, and just not even from the football aspect, but just from an outside the lines perspective, he's also done a great job. And so, I appreciate Coach as a coach, as a man, but most importantly as a person, just because of how great of a human being he is and how much he has sacrificed for this team. Doesn't matter if people agreed with him or not. He was going to do everything that was going to be best for this team, and that's something that doesn't matter if you agree with how he did things or whatever that he did. You got to respect him as a man, as a human being for that. So.
Okay, he told you on Tuesday, were you surprised, and what went through your mind? What was your immediate reaction?
Wow, just didn't expect it to happen that sudden, and it's just one of those things where it was just a typical Tuesday practice, and he brought us up. He let us know that he got released, and none of us were expecting that type of news, especially that early on in the week, and that was just something we didn't want to. I know Coach was just like, he didn't want to make a distraction. He wanted to go ahead and get it over with, and it wasn't a distraction. It was just one of those things that it genuinely caught us off guard, and we just weren't ready for it at all.
Jacoby said you guys had conversations. Can you share with some of what the conversations were like, and if there was something maybe with just all the players without coaches and a few of your older guys led?
No, I mean, it was just those conversations like, dang, like when, like why did this happen? When, like, was this like a impulsive decision made? Was this like just a whole bunch of questions, like trying to figure out what's going on? Why was it so sudden? Like, why couldn't he just finish out the year first before we started releasing and stuff like that? But that's something that's out of our wheelhouse. That's something that's out of our control. We can't obviously we can't control. We can, but we can't control whether that we know things about coaches being released and stuff like that. So all we could was just ask questions and try to figure out what's going on. But, at the end of the day, the decision was made, and that's what we had to live with.
Okay, and to go off of that, as far as hearing the news and it was, surprising and things like that, you're talking about, controlling what you can control. How different was game week this week for you guys? Kind of obviously prepping for state, but then also knowing, Mac is leaving.
Yeah, I don't really think it was any different, to be honest with you. Obviously, just this game meant more, and we had a lot to play for and stuff like that. But just in terms of preparation and trying to equip ourselves with what we needed to go into this game, there wasn't really anything differently that we've done.
With that said, how motivated were you guys, just man-to-man play for Mac and to come out and ball for him today?
No, we were very motivated, and it wasn't just for Coach Brown's sake, but it's just just all in all, just this year, this was definitely one of the most challenging years I've had as a football player, and that's going all the way back to me, being in rec league, like I've never dealt with so much loss before, you know what I'm saying? And that's coming from losing Max in the very beginning of the year to losing Ty Lee, and then having coaches dealing with health issues, and, you know, of course, coach being released. So there was a lot of trials and tribulations this year. But it's one of those things where, you know, we only had to control you control. We were very motivated not to do it for only Coach Brown, but to do it for everybody else, for everybody that just, you know, that put in the work, that's been waking up the same time as we have, just putting in the work day in, day out, sacrificing their body each and every day, just trying to give us a better record for this team. And so, you know, that's, at the end of the day, that's all you can ask for.
What did you see on the play where you were injured, and did you think it was a clean block?
At the end of the day, my opinion does not matter, or whatever I feel about that. But I did see the video. You know, it was just one of those plays where it is what it is. He rolled up on my leg. It's football. You're going to get hurt. And some of it's acute, some of it's major. And fortunately, mine wasn't. It was honestly best case scenario from the way that it looked at it. And, you know, that's all I'm going to say on it. So.
Did you see, or are you aware of how your teammates reacted while you were
I
on the
was
ground?
I was briefly told what happened. So, I mean, that was something I didn't really know about it. So.
How did it make you think, how did it make you feel knowing that Daz and Kev and Malachi was over there? A lot of guys were really standing up for you right there.
That just shows you how close-knit that I consider my brothers are. These are guys that I've been playing with, like Dez, KJ, Jabari, Malachi. These are guys that, you know, I consider close friends of mine anyway. And just for those guys, just to hear about that, knowing that they were, you know, standing 10 toes for me in that moment, man, it means a lot, because, you know, just as much as I've given to this program, they've done the same. And we've been through a lot together. And so just like, it means a lot to know, it's just like, you know, when a guy goes down, they're willing to peel their ears back and ready to go to battle for me. So it truly means a lot. There's a lot of love for those boys, man, and I really do appreciate them for just being in my corner no matter what. So.
How did you and your team learn the news of Max dismissal?
How do we learn about it?
Yeah.
You know, just after practice, on Tuesday, just learning that he wasn't going to be here for the bowl game and stuff like that, knowing that this was going to be his last week. So just like I said previously, it was very sudden. We weren't ready for it. He told us in person, face to face, before we got on our phones and stuff, before media got out about it. So, you know, that's just basically how we learned about it.
Jacoby said that you guys went up after practice Tuesday and maybe sort of talked to Mac one by one. What were some of the things that you shared with him in that moment, Kaimon, if you don't mind?
Yeah, no. All I said was that thank you. That's honestly all I told him, was just thank you. Thank you for recruiting me. Thank you for giving me a shot when nobody else did. Thank you for not listening to all the recruiters that told me that I was this, I was too that, and I was basically just saying I was too small. I appreciate you for not listening to them, and I thank you for trusting me. I thank you for, you know, giving me the keys to be a leader alongside some others on this defense, and not only on the defense but for this team. I thank you for allowing me to, for you putting me in a situation to flourish, not only as a football player but as a man. Just doing things far beyond than I thought I would ever accomplish in college. It was just a thank you, just a overall thank you, umbrella, for all the things and all the opportunities and all the chances that he has given me throughout my time here, because, you know, I don't know where I'll be without him giving me that chance, and I'm truly grateful for that, and I love Coach Brown for that.
He had been saying up until the news came down that he wasn't coming back, he'd been saying that he was coming back or planning. I mean, as a team, did you all think that he would be back next season up until he was told that he wasn't?
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, like, when any coach is kind of like saying stuff like that, it's like, obviously when stuff like that happens, it's like you're trying to figure out like what's going on, like is he under fire? Like, you know, you're trying to figure out what's going on. So when coach says like he was coming back, we were like, all right, if that's what's going to happen, then that's what's going to happen, and if it's not, then we'll adapt and change. And so, you know, with that being said, it was just, you know, that for the culture of our team, just how we reacted to it. If he said he was going to come back, he was going to come back. And like I said, it's like if it wasn't the case, then we're just going to have to adapt and move on and just sudden change, as we like to call it on defense, and just keep it pushing.
Kaimon, you played your final game at Keenan. How has this university, this program, the team impacted you and changed you for the better, both on the field and off it?
What is up with you giving me these last questions, man? This is not the way that I planned on going out at all. But, you know what I'm saying? I don't regret it by any means. I'm very much at peace with it. I'm proud of the guys. I know we took the L tonight, but I'm proud of the guys, really. I'm proud of everybody from equipment, athletic training staff, nutrition, just staff up on the 5th floor, coaches, players, everybody, video. Like, they've been tremendous, man. And just like, you know, there's always people that come and go throughout your time. Like, obviously this staff is completely different from how it looked my freshman year versus now. But everybody was put in my life for a reason. God has put every single person in my life for a reason, whether that was a coach, staff member, anybody, and all of them played a significant role in my life. And I really do appreciate them for pouring into me as much as they did all up until this moment. And like I said, this is not the way that I envisioned on going out on my last game in Keenan. But, you know, just know that it didn't matter if it was 9 plays like it was at Pitt, or if it was 5 plays like today, or whether I'm getting about 80-something snaps, 90-something snaps in double overtime with Duke. It don't matter. I gave it my all, and I don't regret it, and I just appreciate Jesus for putting me in this situation, for allowing me just to play alongside my brothers and just to create relationships that I know is going to last me for a lifetime. And I just want to thank Keenan and UNC as an institution, as a university, as a football team for accepting me and just welcome me in like family. So.
To clarify, it's not a serious injury.
No.
Can you tell us what it is? You mind? Or?
Can we disclose the information?
No, let me talk to Luke.
Okay, so
No, it's not serious. And
no.
'cause
Bye.
You have
Yeah.
other stuff to do in the next 3 months.
Yeah.
So I'm just kind of curious if it will get
But,
into that at all.
Me personally, I don't mind, but obviously, due to my superior, I cannot disclose that information right now. So we're going.
If you want to tell me.
It's the same leg.
It's your decision.
All right, free reign, cool. So, so basically, what happened? I just cracked my fibula. That's all that happened. So I know that's like, yeah. I mean, listen, the way that it looked on film, that's best case scenario. I would take a cracked fibula over a completely fractured ankle and a ruptured ACL at any day of the week. So, you know, from what I know about this type of situation, hopefully it doesn't require any surgery. But and that's what I'm leaning on. I'm staying optimistic about it. But as of right now, that's what they said. That's what they found on the X-ray, that I have a cracked fibula, and we're just going to move on from there. So, you know, I'm just going to have to kick it with the boot for a little bit, and then, you know, just keep pushing after that.
You've got some experience doing that this year.
Kicking it with the boot, man.
Kaimon, thank you for that information, by the way.
Yeah.
What would you say is this team, with all this uncertainty that's hanging over you guys or this program right now, what would you say is the headspace of this team for a bowl game?
Yeah.
Like, do you think you guys want to play? Like, how would you describe the headspace?
Oh, yeah, most definitely not. We want to play. You know what I'm saying? We got an opportunity to go to a bowl game. We got to finish the season right, especially after what happened tonight. We got to end out on a high. We can't go out with just having this on our back. And so, you know, obviously we want to play. We're not finna be in that situation. I know Coach Brown has talked about how we performed in our first Deuce Mayo Bowl, and we're not trying to have that again. And so, you know, we're definitely ready to play. Whether the guys that want to stay here are going to stay here, whether the guys that want to leave, it is what it is. Whoever that we're going to have playing with our 11 on defense, 11 on offense, and that's what we're going to stick with. And I know we're going to be ready to play when the time comes around, whoever we're facing and what bowl we're going to be in.
Ready, y'all good?